So, welcome back everybody. We will continue our discussions on properties of pure substances, and now we will. So far we were only talking about qualitative description, like we talked about phase change processes, we talked about how TV or PV or PT diagrams look like for simple compressible pure substances, but that was not, although we explained certain concepts, it was not very quantitative, we did not quantify anything. So, now we will slowly begin to quantify. Okay. So, the first thing that we would like to discuss about is, so if we have, okay, before we do that, let me quickly mention that if we are in this region, so this is the TV diagram you are familiar with for a simple compressible pure substance. For example, you can take water, or you can take ammonia, methane, or carbon dioxide, or any other pure simple compressible liquid. Okay. So, if you are in this region, we noted that you know that it's a subcooled liquid. So, pressure and temperature are independent properties. Okay. So, here you can choose any of any one from pressure, temperature, specific volume, etc., as your independent properties. Same thing here, but inside the vapor dome you are losing either pressure or temperature. Okay. Because you do not know, because you know that the temperature and pressure are kind of fixed, they are kind of linked. Once you fix that pressure, you are fixing the temperature inside the vapor dome, right. So, you are losing one property, and just by using temperature or pressure, you have no way to tell where you are inside the domain, inside this dome, right. If I ask you, just if I give you pressure and temperature, if I ask you that you have water at 100 degrees Celsius and 1 atmospheric pressure, which you know is the boiling point of water. So, that means you are either on the boundaries of the vapor dome or you are inside the vapor dome given this pressure and temperature. But see, the dilemma is that you do not know exactly where you are. So, you can, let us say that this is, okay, maybe I should draw. So, let us say that this is 100 degrees Celsius. So, you can be, see, if I specify this, you can be here, you can be there, or you can be inside, anywhere inside, and you have no idea, no way to specify where you are just from these two pieces of information. So, we want to extract more information. We want to know whether we are closer to liquid side or whether we are closer to the vapor side. In other words, we want to know how much of the phase change process has taken place, how much liquid has been converted into vapor. If it is freezing, if it is condensing, we also want to know how much vapor has been converted into liquid, right. So, how much progress has been made in any one direction, either vaporization or condensation. For that, what we do is, it is very simple, what we do, we define something called a quality. Okay. We define something called a quality. So, remember the motivation behind define quality, it is very important to note. First motivation is that we are losing one independent property inside the vapor dome. We are losing either, so if you either specify temperature, the pressure is automatically fixed. So, you cannot get any more information out of that, right. So, pressure is fixed. Other way around, if you fix pressure, the temperature is fixed. So, you are losing one property either way. So, we want to, and if I want to know where it is in between the vapor dome, in between these two extremes, I do not know where it is, right. I do not know, it can be here, here, or there is no way to tell just from the pressure and temperature alone. So, what I want to do is, that is why I want to come up with another independent property just for this region, just for the vapor dome. So, this property will not be activated, it will not make any sense here or here, right. It will make no sense to define this property there or there. It will only make sense to talk about this property called quality inside the vapor dome, right. And the purpose is that it will tell me, if I specify the temperature and the quality, it will tell me exactly where I am. Conversely, if I specify the pressure and the quality, it will also tell me where exactly I am inside the vapor dome, right. So, earlier what was happening is by prescribing the temperature, there was no way to tell where you are, right. But now I can prescribe the temperature, and with it I can prescribe the quality, and that will tell me exactly where I am inside the vapor dome. That is the purpose of defining the quality. So, it is very simple, it is just defined as, so we usually express quality as x. So, x is equal to mass fraction of vapor. Okay. So, in other words, it is just that is equal to mass of vapor divided by mass of liquid plus mass of vapor. So, total mass by the total mass dividing the mass of vapor, or mass of vapor divided by the total mass. So, this can be m vapor divided by m liquid plus m vapor. So, right away we can say that on the left hand side. So, on the saturated liquid line, it is very easy to realize that x is equal to 1, sorry, x is equal to 0, because there is no vapor on this line, it is all saturated liquid, mass of vapor is 0. So, this x is 0, and on the right hand side, this extreme, all of the mass is in vapor phase, none in the liquid phase. So, x will be 1, right, this will be 0. So, m vapor by m vapor, x is 1. So, here x is 1, which means inside the vapor dome, when you have a liquid vapor mixture, x will be somewhere between 0 and 1. So, x will be somewhere between 0 and 1, that is the range of x. So, x is, if it is closer to 1, we can say that there is more vapor than liquid. If the x is closer to 0 than it is to 1, we can say that there is more liquid than vapor. Okay. The mass fraction of liquid is higher, right. So, then how does it help how does it help us in defining other properties? So, let us take an example. Let us consider the specific volume. So, let us say that this, so we already noted that the specific volume on this line will denote as V f, specific volume on this line will denote as V g. So, let us say we have the specific volume of the mixture, and suppose I am somewhere in between. So, let me maybe draw. Okay. So, let me maybe I am somewhere here, let us say, where the quality is x, okay, and I want to find out the specific volume of this state, exactly this state where the quality is x. Okay. I know what is V f, what is V g, I want to find out the quality, I want to find out the specific volume corresponding to this state. Okay. So, of course, I know the masses. So, I will write m liquid plus m vapor times V. Suppose the specific volume at this state is small v, this is equal to, so I know the mass of liquid is this, I also know the corresponding specific volume of the liquid, that is V f, because this is saturated liquid vapor mixture, the specific volume of the liquid will be the same as the specific volume of the saturated liquid, because this is all saturated state. Similarly, the specific volume of the vapor part will be the same as the specific volume of the saturated vapor, because again it is saturated liquid vapor mixture. So, this plus m vapor V g. So, I can divide both sides with this total mass. So, I will write V is equal to m L by m L plus m V plus m V by m L plus m V, that is equal to x. So, this is x V g, and you can very easily calculate that this quantity, sorry, I forgot a V f here, there is a V f here. So, you can very easily calculate that this quantity is nothing but 1 minus x. is very easy to calculate from here. So, what I finally have is maybe let me write it somewhere here. So, V is equal to 1 minus x V f plus x V g. I can also write it as V f plus x V f g. We have defined what V f g is. Okay. So, V g minus V f is V f g. So, we can manipulate this and write it like that. Okay. So, this is not just specific to. So, this before we go forward, this shows how we can calculate specific volume just if the quality of the vapor is mentioned and we need the any one either temperature or the pressure. So, if I tell you the temperature is 100 degree Celsius and the quality of vapor is let us say 0.5, you know what is V f corresponding to 100 degree Celsius sorry, because you know that V f corresponds to saturated liquid at 100 degree Celsius, you know its volume. Similarly, you know what is V g at 100 degree Celsius, that is the volume, specific volume of the saturated vapor. So, once you know those two and if you know the quality, you know exactly know what is the volume, specific volume of the saturated liquid vapor mixture. So, that is how you can define the specific volume, and similarly you can define any other properties. So, let us say I want to define internal energy. So, U. So, U similarly I can write as U equal to 1 minus x U f plus x U g, which is equal to U f plus x U f g, where U f is the specific internal energy of the saturated liquid state and U g is the specific internal energy of the saturated vapor state. And you can write any other properties in the same way once you know the f part and the g part of it. So, saturated liquids property and saturated vapor value, if you know, if you can write any property like this.